everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make a quick, simple hanger for your hummingbird feeders made out of peanut butter jars. What to do if you've got ants and how to keep them away, and also how to make it work even if the top and the bottom don't fit. Hi everybody, it's Robbie from Southern California, and I've got more to say about hummingbirds, peanut butter, and jars. And you don't have to always use peanut butter jars. I'll show you how to use other jars. I've been putting them out everywhere. It's so funny. First, they only wanted to feed out of hummingbird feeders. Now they want to feed out of the caps instead, which is driving me crazy because we have, no joke, we have hundreds of hummingbirds and they can empty those peanut butter jar caps so fast that I feel like I'm filling those all the time. Even though their feeders have a lot of food, they follow me around the yard and they dive bomb me when the caps are empty. But their feeders still have food. So they're gonna have to learn how to feed out of both. But I started with just a few on the deck, as you saw, sitting on the rail. Now I'm hanging them everywhere. I had one hanging, come with me. I had one hanging and now I hung a whole bunch. And this has been so fun, and I love color. It's just been so colorful. So I have had a lot of questions, and I think I've got almost all the answers. People have asked, what about if you don't have a rail? You can't hang them. Of course you can. And I'm going to show you soon exactly how you can make the quickest hanger to hang those feeders on. Look what I did. I've got them everywhere. They're so light that when you make a hanger for them, you can hang them in a tree, on a branch, anywhere you want, on a hook, anywhere. It's so easy. Ants. People have asked about ants. No worries. I'm going to show you how to sit them on your own ant moat. It's that easy. Just a little extra cup, that's bigger than the original ones, and you've gotten rid of your ants. And then there's been the ones that said my jar didn't work. Yeah, well, I had a couple that my jar didn't work either, and I found out another way to do it, even if your jar doesn't work. And that means all you need is a jar of your choice with a pretty plastic lid. Plastic. The whole thing's got to be plastic, and I'm going to show you how to cut it, and you don't even need to use the bottom if you can't use it. If making those slits that I showed you doesn't work, this will work. Isn't this fun? Isn't this beautiful? So let's go right now, take a look, and I will show you because I did it in detail so you can see exactly how to make a macrame. It's not even macrame, it's 2 pieces of string. And also how to use your jar if the bottom part doesn't work. One other note I want to say when you are making the hangers, and you can see the hangers behind me, please don't use fishing line. And the reason I don't want anybody to use fishing line is hummingbirds move so quickly. They literally can travel 34 miles an hour. And so the thing is, if they're flying around and they don't see the fishing line, they can really do a number to themselves. In other words, it could end their life. You want something they can see, something that's colorful. I use different color string. This is actually something from Michael's and Joann's that you would get a nice yarn that you would make, let's say, a scarf out of, or a sweater. It's strong, it'll last a long time. You can get any string you want. Some of the ribbon that you would use for maybe packages might be a little too thin. So go with a nice colorful string. It looks prettier. It works good for the hummingbirds. They can see it. And that would be the only thing, is use something they can see, because fishing line, that's like bird netting. That will cause a problem. But that's all you need. 4 pieces. Look at that. I should say, let me show you real quick over here how good this looks. Look at this. That's all you need. It's just 4 pieces, and what it is just 2 pieces, folded in half and tied in a knot, top, bottom, and you sit it in there. There's your ant moat. You fill that little green cup with water. This comes off, and you've got yourself an ant moat. And that's all there is to it. Hanging it, you can hang it anywhere. It's so light. I've got it hanging on yarn. Look how light it is. And now I'm going to show you when your bottoms don't work. You can make a better bottom, a new bottom. And if it gets dirty, you just throw it away and put a new bottom on. So I'm going to show you in detail right now how to do all that, and then we'll come right back. So here it is. So let's say you ended up with a cap that did not fit the bottom you cut. No matter what, you could not get it in. No worries. What you do is take the jar, because you've got left over your jar, and now you cut it. You're going to cut it where, again, as if it was the bottom. So you're going to leave about an inch, maybe an inch and a half. You're going to cut it all the way around. Try to do it as straight as you can. But if you're going to hang it and not sit it, then it won't matter. That's it. Now you've got the cut part. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. This is so fun. I can't believe how easy this is. You're going to take a plastic bag and you're going to put this part you cut from the top that you know fits your lid. So you know, let's move this one out of the way. You know this fits. It didn't fit in the bottom for whatever reason, but it fits here. So now you're going to put your plastic here. Now I would like to just tie it, but because I need 3 hands, I'm going to put a piece of rubber band around it. Okay, so now you're going to take a rubber band. And you can leave a rubber band if you want, but I like stuff that you tie. So I'm going to take a piece of yarn or string. You could use whatever you want, or leave the rubber band. If you're doing the rubber band, you're done. But it's not that I make things complicated, believe you me. I just, sometimes I'm afraid the rubber band I think the plastic bag will break down before the rubber band. But for fun, you could take a piece of string, or like I said, if you've got a rubber, it's showing you options. If you don't have a rubber band, you can use string. So now you've got the string tied. We don't need all that string. You take the rubber band off because I only have one rubber band. Now we're going to cut this off. And now you can put this on. You now have a hummingbird feeder. Look at this. With a plastic bag. You could use any jar you want, even if the bottom doesn't work. Look at this. Here's my hummingbird food. You fill it up. Remember, they have very long tongues, but you still want to keep it to about an inch, the whole thing. And there it is. I mean, you couldn't get any easier than that. Is that fun or not? So you could use anything, any of them at all. You got extra bottoms and tops, see what fits. This fits, look at this one fits. I can do the same thing. I've got other tops, this one fits, we could do it again. It's so simple, so fun. But like I said, if you really wanted to and you've got rubber bands, like I said, I only found one in my drawer. Probably have more, but I only found the one. That's how quick it is. 1, 2, 3. You want to use a rubber band? Put a rubber band around it. I mean, I'm doing this twice just to show how fast it is. This is even faster than before. You could tuck it in, but what I'm afraid if you tuck it in, then if it gets in their way, they won't be able to get to it. So I would definitely prefer, like I showed you the first time, just trim it around all the way to the edge. I'd rather not tuck it in. You do what you want, but I'd rather not, because I think it's going to get in their way and whatever, and just cut all the way around. Because I ended up with all these tops and bottoms and lids, and I took some lids from Gary too. He had all colors. That's it. There's another hummingbird feeder, all done. Is this going to last forever? No, 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 it's not. But neither do the hummingbird feeders, the other ones that you buy. But look how easy it is. Now we can hang these, or actually this can sit, fill this up, and I have another hummingbird feeder. Look at that. I didn't put my string on here, but you know what? I don't need to put the ties on here because I don't have to worry about pulling it. Going back to the ties, I wanted to show you all something. Let me show you this one, because this one, I could use that one. It's not that complicated. Just stick in your bread ties if you want to have a, you know, a little string for it or whatever, and twist it. I was doing it all fancy before in the first video, and I made a little loop on the top and everything. That's all you have to do if you want to tie, if you wanted to use it for lifting. In fact, with this type of design, you can make a hanger out of this. Isn't that cute? You can actually hang it just the way it is, and we can go hang this right now and see what it looks like, just the way it is. You probably can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just twisting the wire there to make a hanger. Actually, I would want to hang it with a longer piece of wire, maybe. We'll see. Let's go hang it up. But I wanted to show you that if your jars don't work, which means you could use any jar besides peanut butter. The only thing you need is a jar that you can cut. You could use anything that's got a lid. This would be too big, see? This is too big. This won't work. But anything that will fit. Don't throw the top away yet, because actually you can use that with a rubber band. So now I've made 2 feeders in what, seconds. The other thing is you can easily make a hanger very, very simply. I want to show you up close how it's done. This is the way I do it. You can do macrame, you can get fancy. I use 2 pieces of string, the same size. There's nothing to it. So let's just, I know you probably can't see the whole thing, but I'm just getting 2 pieces of string the same size. I fold them in half. It doesn't have to be perfect. I put a knot on the top. Here you can put a bread tie if you don't have a hook, and make your own hook out of a bread tie. And the reason you can do it out of a bread tie is because these things are so light. They're not holding a whole lot, so they're very, very light. Okay, and on the other end, let me move all this out of the way. Kind of do it as even as you can. Make it as long or as short the string as you want. Doing it outside. It's bright, but not sunny today. That's it. I cut off the excess. You don't have to. You're going to hang this, and it just sits right inside. You don't have to do anything else. The other thing I showed you with the ant moat, if you wanted to, there's a couple different ways I do it. You could actually sit this in another tray that's a little bigger. Let's say I wasn't using this for anything. This is just a tray I cut from another jar. Now you've got this, and what you would do with this, it would be hanging, so you would sit your hummingbird feeder inside, and you would fill this one with water, and then no ants can get to this if it was hanging somewhere. So you would make your own ant moat. And that's how easy it is to keep the ants away by simply making your own ant moat. So let's say we can take this one and put this inside, and we can go hang this up, and we can fill the tray with water. Now the hummingbirds can sit on the edge here. They can feed out of the holes, and this being filled with water, there will be no ants that can get to this. Too fun, too easy. I love my hummingbirds. They're great pollinators for our yard, and they need our help as much as we need them. So that's it. You saw how easy it is to quickly make a string that you can hang it with. Wasn't that easy? And then as far as making the bag on the bottom, use the heaviest plastic bag you've got. I've been using ones that are a little too thin. They still work, but if you use a heavier bag, I got cheap and I use the ones that are like really thin. But use a heavier bag and it will last quite a while. And then if they get really dirty, throw the bag away. You don't have to worry about washing it, just wash the cap. That is just too cool. And as far as hanging them, I mean, this is fun. You can hang them anywhere on hooks and trees, or anywhere on a deck in the trees in your garden. This has been so fun. And as far as color doesn't matter. We've got them feeding out of all the colors. They're feeding out of the blues. They're feeding out of the red ones. They're feeding out of the gold ones. They're feeding out of the brown ones. They're feeding out of the orange, even the white. They're feeding right now as I'm here. Look at that. They're feeding out of everything. It's not important. The only thing that's important to them is that the food is fresh. And I prefer homemade food, which is so simple. 1/4 cup of sugar to a cup of water. You've got yourself the best hummingbird food that a hummingbird could possibly get from you. And it's white granulated sugar. I use cane sugar, but you know, you can use any sugar. If it doesn't say, then it's probably sugar beet, you know, made from beet sugar. But it doesn't matter. I mean, I prefer cane. Up to you. But that's all it is to it. That is it. No dye. Don't put the dye in. They're not looking for the color of the nectar. They're looking for the feeder itself. They like these feeders. They've got multiple holes on the top. I showed you already how to make them. And I think it gives them more like a natural thing. They kind of poke around as if they were in a chrysanthemum or something, looking around in different parts of the flower. It must be more natural to them. I don't know, because for them to prefer that over a regular feeder, I haven't figured that part out yet. You guys are going to have to feed out of the regular feeders too. Isn't this something? Isn't this just beautiful? I am having so much fun with this. I raided Gary's garage. I've swapped caps to get different colors. I don't know. It's just been fun. But I wanted to share this with you. If you've got other thoughts or questions, you know, and feel free to ask questions. I'm going to try to do it this way. I am trying to get online and answer as many questions as possible. But it's pretty tough when I get there and it says that I've got like 200 questions to go through right now. But hangers, hang them, sit them anywhere. Put plastic bags underneath if the bottom doesn't work, if cutting the slats don't work. Whatever. And you know what? Real quick, look at this. See this one here? This is actually just a little plastic bowl I had. Must have come with some party dip from one of the parties my daughter had for the kids. I keep a lot of stuff. So I kept the bowl. I just sat the lid on top, and they've been feeding out of that. Just think about things. Think out of the box. This is so fun. So with that, have a wonderful day, and don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye, everybody.